Welcome back, guys. Now, there is a major problem with the MiG-29 in Update Apex Predators. But yeah, we'll be taking out the R73s and the R-27T. And I'm going to show you why the R-27T is the best BVR missile in-game currently. But before we get into that, make sure to subscribe. It really does help the channel. Every subscriber really does help us grow. And join the Discord down below if you're interested in aircraft. Anyway, let's get into this. Now, Silent will be launching Phoenixes and AIM-7s at us. Go check out his channel. And you can see, you know, they're tracking, but they just slam right into the water. And personally, I would say the AIM-7F currently is the best radar missile in the game just because it has a high hitting rate. The Phoenix doesn't turn just as well, but the R-27T has extremely long range and it's an IR missile. So from what you guys saw there is, you know, flying at low altitudes will confuse any radar in game, and I don't know why. This doesn't really happen in DCS as bad as it happens in WarThunder. Like, you'll be able to fire a Phoenix at someone flying low and it'll hit them if they fly in a straight line, right? But for some reason in this game, every time you fly low enough, all radar missiles, they seem to just miss. And you can see here, I launched the R-27T, launched two of them actually, and they both hit. And of course, he was flying high, so those were going to hit anyway. But even if he flew low, they will still hit, unlike his radar missiles. And that's what I'm saying, like, okay, yeah, sure, the Tomcat will be able to launch first. But if you're flying low, your missile's going to hit him every time, and his missiles are going to miss every single time. So, you guys see the problem here? The MiG-29 is able to kill people at low altitude at range, while the F-14... Sure, it has longer range at altitude, like at higher altitudes, but at low altitude, it's pretty much screwed. So if you get locked or you see something launch at you, literally just fly low, lock them with the R-27T, and here you can see I was a little high, so I got hit, but you can see the missile still hits, and he launched like 4 of those. So there's an obvious problem here. I'm not sure if WarThunder's gonna fix it. I'm sure they can, because these missiles, you can see they're able to launch at low altitude and track at low altitude and all that fun stuff. But radar guided missiles, they just do not do the same thing for some reason. Every time they just freak out. And of course, older radar missiles in real life had trouble tracking at lower altitudes, but we're talking about AIM-7Fs and Phoenix missiles. Those should be able to track low targets just fine. I mean, hell, the Phoenix missile was made to shoot down cruise missiles, which are notorious for flying at low altitudes. You can see here I'm using the R-27T on a low altitude Mirage, and it hits just fine. And you can see the box is a little slewed. If the box on a radar target is offset, it's never going to hit. But the R-27T doesn't care about that because it is a IR missile. And in a second here, I'll demonstrate you can hit people on runways with this missile at pretty long ranges. So you see, it just hits no problem. You would not be able to do that with a radar missile. You actually might be able to shrapnel them, maybe with a Phoenix, it'll get close. But these are like hitting directly on their target. These are the R73s hitting. But I mean, any IR missile will hit someone low to the ground. And this is the problem. You can see here I'm on a lock with an R-27R. This is the radar one, and the radar just freaks out. It has a little seizure because he's way too low to the ground, and my missile just doesn't track at all. But yeah, I don't know. Gaijin needs to fix these radar missiles, because sure, you can notch them, I guess, but like, let's say they did fix these. All you would have to do is go cold and start cranking to evade them. And here's a demonstration of the R-73. People think this missile is overpowered. I mean, it's really not. If you dump flares, it will go for them like an R-60. You can see both of those missiles missed when the Tomcat was flaring, which is arguably the hottest jet in the game. But the R-27T, if you launch those in a merge and they start flaring or maneuvering or whatever, it's just going to keep tracking. In fact, to the point where I think it's probably the best tracking IR missile in the game, given it does have a pretty big seeker and it's pretty hard to shake in real life. But we'll see what Gaijin does about it. But everyone thinks the R-73 is going to be the best missile in the game, when I think it's actually going to be the R-27T. But yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comments down below, and make sure to subscribe. It really helps the channel, and join the Discord. Anyway, take care, guys.